What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another segment on Financial Freedom Builders, where every conversation moves you one decision closer to financial freedom. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe to the page. Top comment below gets you access into Freedom Builders Academy, which is absolutely buzzing. So there's two things I want to talk about. I want to talk about a stock and I want to talk about a crypto. Okay, we're going to actually first jump into the crypto piece. But before we do it, let's talk about what happened in the market. Right now, we're seeing in both the stock market and the crypto market, everything is caving in. Why? We have glimpses from recent week reporting last week that the PPI, which is the producer price index, rose significantly higher. The cost of producing goods here in the United States is going up. Well, if it's going up, that's an indicator of inflation starting to creep back into our economy. Well, A, it never left. So regardless of whoever told you that inflation is dead, that's not accurate. And number two, this also plays a factor that reducing interest rates can't occur if inflation is rising. So the market does not like any of it. Okay. Now, could this change over the course of weeks? Of course. Is the government shutdown also impacting the market? Somewhat. But really, the issue is that inflation is now again rearing its head and could present a problem in our economy. Now, because of that, a lot of stocks, a lot of cryptos have now become on sale. And I want to talk about one in particular for a crypto, which is Ethereum. Ethereum is the second largest crypto behind Bitcoin in the world. This crypto retouched and created a new all-time high just under $5,000, and since then has slowly descended to where it is today, which is just north of $2,500. Okay, so it was almost at 5,000 and now it's at 2,500. That's almost a 50% drop from its all-time high. Now, that could be something scary for some, but an opportunity for others. Because this means is that once it rebounds back to where it was, there is a really great opportunity to double your money from here. Of course, this video is not financial advice. This is simply just education and entertainment being provided to you. However, our members and financial freedom builders are capitalizing on this, and families are making generational wealth and transforming their finances in real time. And this can be you too as well. So going back to Ethereum, the one thing I do like about where it is right now is that it's sitting on exactly on top of its 200 EMA. EMA stands for exponential moving average. Okay. So for homework today, you're going to look into what is exponential moving average. And in the comments below, give me your feedback as to what did you learn about it and how are you going to apply it in your investing journey. So Ethereum is right now sitting on the 200 EMA on the weekly time frame. And so from that means that creates a potential level of support. And if you look at the weekly time frames, it has respected over the last few months anytime Ethereum has touched the 200 EMA. So this could be the opportunity where Ethereum may have bottomed and may give us a short-term bounce upward. So keep Ethereum on your radar. And of course, as Ethereum goes, the other altcoins goes with it, right? XRP, Cardano, Solana, and the others. The other stock I want to keep on your radar is coming from the country that is currently projected to have the largest contribution to the gross domestic product in the world this year. Gross domestic product talks about the strength of revenue generating for a particular company or country or any of those sorts. And so this particular country is projected this year to have the largest GDP contribution in the world. Here's a hint. It is not the United States of America. It's actually China is projected this year to have a stronger economic year than the United States of America. Now, does this mean you can't invest in the S&P 500 and all these companies? Of course not. It's just an indicator that if you're looking for momentum financially, where the money is moving, this year it's projected to be in China. And one stock you need to keep on your radar going into this year is Alibaba. The ticker symbol is BABA. Alibaba, we have seen this thing get to close to $200 before. It has pulled back to the 120s, 130s, and it is starting to drift a little bit higher into the 150s. But we know that once these Chinese companies get hot, they get hot and they all start to move together. So keep Alibaba on your radar, as the Chinese sector may be an opportunity this year for investing where we go a little bit risk off in US companies and a little more risk on in Chinese companies. The opportunity when it comes to investing is you have to identify where a certain stock or sector is in the market and then capitalize. The big tech, we talked about it in the previous video. You will see this in the video right here. We talked about it last time that the big tech, the Nvidias, the Teslas, all these companies, they're overvalued and we've seen a pullback. And since then, we have seen a pretty drastic pullback in some of these companies, and I think it's just beginning. But some of these other companies have already been beat down so long that now it's their time for a recovery. So the companies like the Chinese sectors, right, the Alibabas of the world, these stocks may have their time now to be able to rise because they've been beaten out long enough. Now, you may ask, how do you know all of these details as to when to get in and when to get out? The best answer I can give you is that you yourself can learn exactly the tools and the strategies we use and we implement in our investing journey through Freedom Builders Academy. And so I encourage you this weekend, as it's going to be a cold weekend, to enroll into Freedom Builders Academy, start taking the classes, and see what it does to your family's financial journey, as we ensure you will find that you will have new tools and strategies to implement so that when you watch videos like this, not only do you get good information, but you find actionable plans going forward. Till then, we'll talk to you on the next one.